Hello students, welcome to Auja classes Smartness in Education. Here we are going to start the next chapter of mathematics for class 10th, that is polynomials. So this is the first part of polynomials, in which we will cover some basic concepts of polynomials. Let us first see what we have to cover in this chapter. First, introduction to polynomials, basic terms and basic concepts of polynomials. Then we will learn about zeros of polynomials. At the next stage, we will provide the geometric meaning of zeros of polynomials. Then we will come to relation between zeros and coefficients of polynomials, and we will at the end we will learn about division algorithm of polynomials. Let us see what is a polynomial. Polynomial is just an algebraic expression which has exponents that are all the rational numbers. And when we talk about an algebraic expression, it has exponents that may be the rational numbers. But when we come to polynomial, then polynomial is a algebraic expression in which the exponent on any variable is a whole number. For example, 5x cube plus 3x plus 1. Here the power of x is 3. Here the power of x is 1. So it is an algebraic expression which has the powers of variable as whole number. So it is also a polynomial. Let us see another example, 2x plus 3 root x. But here the power of x is 1, but here power of x is 1 by 2. So it is an algebraic expression, but it is not a polynomial, since the power of x is 1 by 2, which is not a whole number. So general form of polynomial can be written as an x to the power n plus a n minus 1 x to the power n minus 1 plus and so on plus a1x plus a naught, where an is not equals to 0 and a naught, a1, a2, a3 up to an are all constants. Let us see the degree of polynomial. We are going to define the degree of polynomial for polynomial in one variable. The polynomials which have only one variable, they are known as polynomial of one variable. The highest exponent on the variable in a polynomial is the degree of the polynomial. So the highest power of the variable in the polynomial of one variable is called the degree. For example, the degree of the polynomial x square plus 2x plus 3 is 2, since the highest power of x is 2. So the degree of this polynomial is 2. Let us see the types of polynomials. Polynomials can be classified based on number of terms and on the basis of degree of the polynomial. Let us see types of polynomials based on number of terms. This concept we have learnt in class 9th also. First is monomial. A polynomial with just one term is known as monomial. For example, 2x, 6x square or 9xy. These are three different polynomials. Now, binomial. Bi refers to 2. So, a polynomial with two terms is called binomial. For example, 4x square plus x, 5x plus 4. Trinomial, it is clear from the name itself. Tri means 3. So there will be 3 terms in the polynomial. For example, x square plus 3x plus 4. Let us see the types of polynomials based on degree or on the highest power of the variable. First is linear. Linear polynomial has degree equal to 1. A polynomial whose degree is 1 is called a linear polynomial. For example, 2x plus 1. It is called linear because if we draw the graph of the linear polynomial, then it is a straight line. Next is quadratic polynomial. A polynomial of degree 2 is called a quadratic polynomial. For example, 3x square plus 8x plus 5 is called a quadratic polynomial. Next is cubic polynomial. Any polynomial of degree 3 is called a cubic polynomial. For example, 2x cube plus 5x square plus 9x plus 15. Here the degree is 3. Let us see the graphical representation of some algebraic expressions or different polynomials. Let us see representing equations on a graph. Any equation, it may be linear, quadratic, cubic, or any other higher degree, can be represented on a graph on the Cartesian plane, where each point on the graph represents the x and y coordinates of the point. This is the x-axis, this is y-axis, and on these axes different points represents the x and y position of the graph of the equation, and each point satisfied that kind of equation. For example, the y equals to x, this is the graph of y equal to x. It will be a straight line that joins all the points which have their x coordinate equal to the y coordinate. So the graph is passing through the origin point. But on the basis of equation, we can easily determine the graph of the equation by taking any one point fixed. Suppose we take different values of x. On the basis of those values of x, we can determine different values of y, and we can easily draw the graph of that equation. Now, visualization of a polynomial. Geometric representation of a linear polynomial. Let us see how to represent a linear polynomial on the graph. The graph of a linear polynomial is a straight line. It cuts the x-axis at exactly one point. See here, this is x-axis, this is y-axis, and this is the graph of any polynomial, any linear polynomial. Geometric representation of a quadratic polynomial. The graph of a quadratic polynomial is a parabola. Parabola is basically a U-shaped curve. It looks like a U which either opens upwards or opens downward. The shape of U can be opened upwards or in the downward direction. And it depends on the value of a in ax square plus bx plus c. So it will depend upon the coefficient of x square. Here, if a is positive, then parabola opens upwards, and if A is negative, in that condition it will open downwards. So it can cut the x-axis at 0, 1 or any 2 points. So this is a very important point to be noted, that the parabola cuts the x-axis at 2 points like this. The points may be any 2 points. Here graph of polynomial which cuts the x-axis into distinct point. Here A is greater than 0. Here again it is a graph of a polynomial which cuts the x-axis at 1 point. Here again A is greater than 0 since it is opening upwards. Here there is a graph of quadratic polynomial that does not touch the x-axis. Here A is less than 0. So the parabola can cut the x-axis or it can not cut the x-axis. If it will cut, then it will intersect at 2 points, or if it can touch, then it will touch only at 1 point, and if it will not meet the x-axis, then it will not go to the x-axis. Thank you. In the next lecture, we will learn about the zeros of the polynomials. Thank you. For more educational videos, like, share and subscribe to Ahuja Classes on YouTube. Thank you.